Hi, one of the biggest spoilers of positivity of our mindset is judgment. It creates a mental environment which is filled with negativity, criticism, and prejudice, which can cloud our perceptions and interactions. Now, these interactions could be with ourselves or with others. Let us begin our today's podcast on non-judgmental mindset. We've already seen that maintaining a positive mindset is such a crucial thing for our success. This success could be in any area of our life. I am very sure you agree with me on this. And when we judge others or ourselves, we cultivate a mindset rooted in negativity and comparison rather than acceptance and understanding. Now, this constant criticism can erode either our self-esteem or others' self-esteem. It breeds resentment and it fosters an unhealthy focus on perceived flaws and shortcomings. So what happens, instead of appreciating the present moment and all the goodness around us, this judgment starts pulling us into a cycle of negativity. Now, this stifles our personal growth and happiness. I am very sure we all have experienced this. But still, we somehow do not deliberately practice coming out of this judgment attitude. So, to maintain a positive mindset, it is crucial to practice empathy. It is crucial to practice open-mindedness. We need to allow room for understanding and acceptance rather than judgment. It is not just in our personal relations. This judgment also hampers our professional growth. You want to know what world leaders often employ strategies wherein they avoid judging others? You know what are those strategies? They have to foster an environment of understanding and collaboration. So firstly, they practice active listening. It's like genuinely seeking to understand different perspectives before forming opinions. Active listening, you just don't have to pretend. You have to genuinely seek that interest. Now, this involves paying close attention to what others are saying. You ask clarifying questions. You show empathy towards diverse viewpoints. And these world leaders, these world business leaders, they also prioritize cultural competence. They recognize, respect cultural differences. This helps them avoid making judgments based on their own cultural norms. They also engage in continuous learning. They stay informed about global issues, about diverse cultures. So this broadens their understanding. Once our understanding is broadened, it reduces our tendency to judge. These so-called leaders, these high-profile people whom we see as our idols, as our mentors, they often surround themselves with diverse teams. And they value input even from individuals. It's not that they consider that they are the masters, they are the bosses, so all they know is enough. They value the input from individuals with various backgrounds and experiences. They promote a culture of inclusivity and mutual respect. Other than this, they also practice self-reflection. Now, when I'm regularly examining my own biases and when I'm working towards overcoming them, I'll definitely not look into judging myself or others. And by embedding humility or openness, these people set a positive example. That is why we follow them. And they encourage us to approach situations and people with a non-judgmental mindset. This is what makes them world leaders. Very quick tips on what all we can do to avoid judging others or getting into a permanent such a criticism is fine if it is healthy, if we give it in the form of feedback. But otherwise, if we are just understanding, oh, he's good, oh, he's bad, we're labeling people like that, we are devaluing them, let's see what all we can do to to just not get into that mode at all. We always talk about practicing mindfulness. We have to be aware of our thoughts and recognize when we are making judgments. This recognition, this acceptance, this acknowledgement is so very necessary, because once I acknowledge, I am judging this person, this thing, this situation, I immediately correct myself. No. My role is to observe. Observe with a curious mindset. I have to develop a childlike curiosity, wherein I'm simply trying to approach people and situations with curiosity rather than judgment. I'm not asking questions to jump to conclusions. I'm asking questions to understand. So, practice mindfulness, develop curiosity, and understand your triggers. We have to identify those situations that trigger our judgmental thoughts. Once we understand the triggers, we'll work on removing the triggers. We have to shift our perspective to foster empathy rather than the tendency to judge. And start challenging your own assumptions. Whenever you judge, you either judge because you have made an assumption or you are developing an assumption. Immediately challenge it. That will happen when you start reflecting on your own values. And then I have to remind myself of my core values of kindness, of respect, of empathy. And I have to then align my actions to these values. This will help me reduce judgment. Practice gratitude. Thank for all those good people around you. And you know what? Focus on positive. Make a conscious or deliberate effort to look for positive qualities in others. Firstly, make a list of your own good qualities. Not boasting around, but genuine good qualities within you. Then make it a habit. If you meet someone, the only thing you'll focus on is what are the good things I can learn from this person. If you're seeing a situation, try and find out what is good in this situation. Be on the other side of the table and view it. Be on this side of the table and view it. Practice self-compassion as well as that compassion on the others. I'm sure with all these techniques and with those examples of world leaders, we are now going to very strictly practice on this non-judgmental mindset, which will take us to newer, bigger heights and make us all happy. We have to foster this beautiful relation with ourselves and our surroundings. Keep listening to our more episodes, and you can read our blogs. Follow us on YouTube for our much longer videos wherein we are discussing lots of tools and techniques of self-transformation. See you all there.